Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? Based off a fantastic idea Tullis had, and some of your wonderful feedback we got on Twitter about some things you'd like to do, I decided to do some lore stuff, and we are going to do the 12, I think, Days of the Dawning, where we're going to go through these fantastic, hopefully there's the right amount, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we'll put a couple in on some. We're gonna do 12 Days of the Dawning. So we're just gonna read through these lore entries that we get that really show a little bit behind the scenes about, you know, how every one of our favorite characters feels during this fantastic time of year in the Destiny universe. And we're gonna get away from our incredibly loud Fred over there. He can't just shut up and decrypt engrams, man. He's a jerk. So we'll grab 2 for this first one. This is Lighter Days, A Tale of Zavala. I've known Zavala a long time, you know. He was one of the first people that I met when I arrived in the tower all those years ago. I suppose meet might be too soft of a word. It implies a sort of friendliness, a warmth. And Zavala, if you've never met him, he can be a bit stern. He's hardened further since the Red War. I'm sorry to see it. I suppose we all have to some degree. In any case, that very first meeting left a sour taste in my mouth. I hate to admit it, but I avoided Zavala when I could after that. Though sometimes he makes himself unavoidable. It wasn't long after this meeting that I celebrated my first dawning at the tower. Everyone's spirits were high, and it was so nice to see the people I had come to care about smiling and toasting each other. I remember Tess and I had just finished a bit of decorating, and she had left to go get something when Zavala began heading my way. Oh no, I thought, oh no, not this man. But he came over anyway, so I smiled and wished him a happy dawning, because I did wish good things for him. It's often the sternest among us that have the saddest hearts, or who hold the saddest hearts. Reading. He wished me the same, and then, I almost couldn't believe it, he smiled. Insert smiling Zavala memes. We exchanged brief pleasantries, and I don't remember what I said that brought it on, but suddenly he said, oh, that reminds me of a joke. A joke! At first I thought I must have heard him wrong, because the Titan Vanguard had always struck me as a no time for joking sort. But he had barely begun telling his joke before I noticed how much more relaxed his posture was. It seemed that the spirit of the dawning had reached even this giant, this stone man. Stone man. I remember only pieces of the joke these days. I believe it had something to do with a guardian and a fallen captain, but I clearly remember that he stumbled over the first few words and had to start again. I gave the warmest smile I could to encourage him, and he went on to tell one of the longest, most awkward jokes I've ever heard. And listen, I loved every minute of it. Truly, I could have been happier. Oh, I clapped and laughed, and I swear... what I swear was real true joy from Zavala. To have such a guarded soul open up like that, few things are more beautiful. I admired him so in that moment that he could push himself beyond the boundaries he'd held himself to. I remember hoping that I could someday be so brave in my own way. For the first time, I didn't just respect him as one of the city leaders. For the first time, I felt real genuine affection for Zavala, the person. Zavala, my friend. He has been dear to my heart ever since. And then we have the recipe for Yaller Doodles, which is mixing ether cane, delicious explosions, and essence of the dawning, and baking them. And that is the first story in the 12 Days of the Dawning, leading up to the dawning's climax, which I am deciding is going to be the same day as Christmas here in the U.S. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. There's plenty more where this comes from, and I'll see you next time. Peace.